The Digital Marketing Association of the Philippines is celebrating a milestone with its 10th annual Digicon, set to tackle personalization and customer engagement in the age of AI. The two-day event themed The Age of AI, the Power of Personalization, will gather over 2,000 professionals featuring 5 key tracks: innovation, intelligence, immersive, impact, and integration. Industry leaders will provide attendees with cutting-edge insights into the role of AI and data science in crafting personalized marketing strategies. Digicon 2025 aims to equip marketers with the tools needed to thrive in a hyper-connected world, enhancing brand loyalty and customer experience. Alongside networking, delegates can earn certifications through the Certified Digital Marketer Program. DMAP President Miko David highlights the need for digital marketers to adapt to rapidly changing consumer habits, ensuring their future success. And joining us in the studio tonight to discuss the event is Alan Fontanilla, chair of the Digicon 2025 and member of the Board of Trustees at the DMAP, to give us an insider's look at what attendees can expect from this year's landmark event. Good evening, Alan, and welcome to PTV News Tonight. And welcome to Interface.
Thank you for having me.
Great. Interface is basically talking to movers and shakers and key people, to connect the dots about different topics. Today, we're talking all about digital marketing, AI, personalization of brands and how we connect with consumers. First of all, we'd like to find out what exactly is happening with the digital landscape. Right now we have people connecting with their brands through social media.
Yes.
And we like to think that these brands would be able to interact with us personally. So can you tell us all about how this whole shift is changing from a mass marketing scale to what the topic of Digicon 2025 is all about, which is hyper-personalization?
Yes. What's happening now, we're moving towards an age of personalization, as you said. That's why the theme for this year's Digicon conference is the Age of I, powered by technology, or powered by this whole thing about hyper-personalization. What consumers now expect is they want to be treated as individuals, as if like it was a one-on-one conversation. Well, if you think about it, personalization has been around. It's not exactly really new. It's just that it's so amplified. It's so much talked about now with AI. But personalization has been happening for a few years now. For example, when you're watching your streaming TV, you see how the streaming TV figures out, no, Alan likes mystery movies, likes horror movies, likes comedy. It keeps on serving you. When you're on social media, when you, for example, you click on a button, you click on something, and then all of a sudden you're served certain ads. When you go online shopping, you're served also certain products after you order something. So it's been around, but it's just that now, because of technology, brands can actually do it at scale already, not just the big tech companies.
Okay, so you mentioned that personalization of how brands deal with consumers has actually been around. So as simple as, turning on your Netflix app and you seeing your preferences, or even perhaps maybe the algorithms that we see in our social media pages, right?
Correct.
Like we click on an app for, say, a blanket or a pillow, and then you get all kinds of sleepwear brands that just come out, right?
Correct.
Okay, so this is not new, because when people hear the word hyper-personalization, it sounds, big and, it sounds really techy, So we've broken that down for our audience to understand. Okay, so getting back to the conference and the digital landscape, what are some of the key technologies like AI, the data analytics, and consumer data platforms that are enabling the shift from, like you said, from a one-size-fits-all mass marketing approach to the consumer wanting to be treated as an individual that a brand is, trying to get them to buy from?
Well, what in the conference, we'll be talking about a lot of things. I think that the intent of the conference is to get the marketers up to speed in terms of what's happening out there, especially in the aspect of hyper-personalization. In the past, it used to be the big conglomerates, the big companies that can really afford the technology. But now, technology has democratized how brands can now talk to consumers. It doesn't have to be you have to have multi-million dollars of budget to be able to talk to customers at personal level. Now, smaller brands can talk to consumers at a very personal level. So what's driving this really is that technology is advancing really fast. Like a few months ago, AI was this ChatGPT, for example, is this thing that you kind of just experimented on, and then fast forward to today, many, many months later, there's so many versions of it already. So it's just that things are happening so fast, so we need to keep the marketers up to speed in terms of what's happening, and where we're headed is towards personalization.
Not to mention the use of AI to actually market products as well,
Correct.
right? And to
Correct.
faster, I would say, collect the data and information for those that are interested and explore the sites of these brands. So, obviously you have quite a ways to go, as far as getting marketers up to speed is concerned. What challenges and opportunities do brands and companies face, for example, when they'd like to implement these hyper-personalization marketing strategies?
The challenges, one of the key challenges, at least in my opinion, is that because of how technologies change overnight, it's really just keeping up to date with it. Like today, for example, you're an expert on this latest program or software. The following week, there's a new one. And then you have to continuously upskill and reskill yourself with what's happening. It's really just keeping up to date with what's happening.
Yeah, I think as well as an individual consumer, I'd like to know also that the data, for example, that I input at a site that I buy from, for example, is safe. So we have got the ethical use of consumer data as a major concern, and of course using AI to process this consumer data. How can we balance, or how can brands balance this personalization strategy with employing ethical consumer privacy?
That's a very good question. Trust is everything now.
Okay.
So just because brands can personalize the communication doesn't mean that they can. So for example, if you're going to go into this whole personalization strategy, you have to first get consent of your customer. You can, just because you have the data doesn't mean that you can, start talking to this customer without their consent. So consent is very important. Trust, especially in this day and age, is very, very important.
Okay, so consent is key. All right, so personalization in this digital landscape is really important. So how do companies deal with the increasing demand or increasing scale of operations, considering the number of consumers wanting more and more personalized experiences without compromising the feeling that the customer is being personally dealt with?
Scale doesn't mean sacrificing quality. So let the AI, let the technology handle the heavy lifting, handle the day-to-day grind, handle the very routine aspects of personalization. But it's still the humans that give that added touch. I mean, we should not forget that the humanity of it all. Amidst all this technology, amidst all these rapid advances in technology happening, we should not forget that we are, after all, humans, and the humanity is the one that really drives and powers still the personalization of technology.
Okay, finally, we have Digicon's 2025 theme, the Age of I,
Yes.
the power of personalization, and it seems so timely right now. Can you share with the global audience and the audience right now in the country and listening online and watching from TV what to expect from the event and how it aims to, as you mentioned earlier, future-proof marketers through certification programs and innovative speaker sessions? And of course, please to invite them to attend.
Thank you. So the Age of I, or Digicon 2025's theme, which is the Age of I, the power of personalization, is about how technology is finally letting brands talk to people at a more personal, at a more human way, not just as a customer, but as individuals. So we'll be having a lot of 5 tracks, as you said, covering all aspects of marketing, from brand digital transformation to marketing to storytelling to retail and all that. And we're having it at the Marriott on October 16 and 17. It's a 2-day conference. It's possibly one of the biggest, if not the biggest, digital marketing conference in the Philippines on its 10th year.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
It's been a decade. Wonderful.
Yes, it's been a decade.
Okay.
By the organized by the Digital Marketing Association of the Philippines. So it's one of the pioneers in all these digital marketing conference. I know that every month since January there has been a conference on AI, on digital and all that. But Digicon is the pioneer when it comes to digital marketing conferences. And this year is on our 10th year. The theme is the Age of I.
And how do people who would like to join, jump in and sign up?
Oh, they can visit the Digicon website. It's www.digicon.com.ph. I think there's still, no more. The discount part is already done. We're almost out of tickets. From last count, we're like 95% sold out already.
Congratulations, that's great news. It's going to be a fully packed event.
Yes.
Well, we're very, very honored and excited to hear about the success of Digicon 2025, and we'd like to thank you for your time. Alan Fontanilla, Chair of Digicon 2025 and a member of the Board of Trustees at the DMAP. Thank you so much for guesting at Interface, and more power to the Digicon 2025.
Thank you for having me.